Hello, welcome back to Danganronpa 2 here. Let's continue with the last trial. So far I set the, oh no I haven't. I thought I did. So yeah, set the Ibuki scale, even though it really doesn't do a whole lot. Just increases acceleration speed during logic dive, whatever that means. And I'm gonna leave this on, kind. Because apparently for the panic talk action, it's to hold the button down rather than, you know, tap into the rhythm. Which, sure. But yeah, let's do this class trial.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
God, what a masterpiece it was.
What?
I played just like The
Who cares
Walking
about
Dead.
that game?
Just without any QuickTime events or QuickTime
The
events.
outcome of this trial
choices.
should be determined
I mean, I
by
guess I had a
whether
better
or not
camera
we
angle.
find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
God, could you imagine being a character in a video game? Jeez. Danganronpa is right to be upset here.
I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
The characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, and Boy F. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. By using the staff rule after clearing the game as reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character that the player was able to control was Girl A. The true identity of Girl A is probably... well, she was hopelessly nervous, so,
I see!
Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement
I
of
know.
my right to privacy.
jeez.
A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights.
Alright then.
A nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
I have no idea. I mean, let's go chronologically. Girl B. Yeah, sure, why not?
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Girl C, huh? Her personality and hyper-energetic and unique is obviously Ibuki.
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl C? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
What?
Let's move on to Girl D.
Girl D, huh? It's the only person who always had a camera on them. And that's gonna be Mahiru.
Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
Right, because Girl E's dead. Okay. He's Guy F.
I see.
Go.
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game?
That's fucking stupid.
Like, imagine being in a video game.
Ah,
Jeez.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Kuzuryu? Where'd you get the E from in that? Kuzuryu.
Another
Yeah, sure,
person?
whatever.
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were 2 Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice. It's true I have a hunch, but to call me out like that, Takedo, you're definitely someone I should mess with. Well, it's her, or it's his...
I can prove it with this. In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
It's actually the things that you harvest, and that way you create big daddies.
This is what Guy F said in the game.
That bitch. Why the hell she...
It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister.
There was no way I was gonna be able to read that.
Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
I don't really want to say it myself, but I moved the conversation forward. The only character in the game I could see being Fuyuhiko's little sister was
I
the
see.
girl who was brutally murdered.
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
That bitch. Girlie was it? That bitch. What the hell she did my little sister?
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Technically, they're both dead high school
Why do you
girls,
sound so
but
fucking happy? That's a winning personality you got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
I don't think it matters to them.
You said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something
bad.
wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be the same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I
What?
don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
What the heck? He's had a
Naka
wild
may
connection.
be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
I mean, there's Takuma Sato, you know, he's a good racing driver. Nick Suzuki, who, you know, made it to a Stanley Cup final. I don't know what Tanaka's done in the sports world, but apparently he has a strange
Hey, no
rivalry
one
going
cares
on.
about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that girl E got killed.
What? No way!
No way! Is that true?
Just said that, Mommy. You're stealing
Getting
my
killed
line.
is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
The reason Girlie was killed, I should be able to assume why based on the content of the game. Because Girl E
I
was
see.
killer.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all.
But...
Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
in order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which would...
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that
I mean,
later
at this
so
point,
we can
that's probably
focus
more
on the
reserved for
case.
speedrunners or be able to actually do some routing, considering how easy modern games are, but yeah.
Then, I'll
Or I
start
guess for collectible
explaining.
maps and whatnot.
Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the five of them were finally able to go inside, they
That is
found the
absolutely
victim's
just
body,
Kaede.
dead from a
It's
blow to
just
the head.
Kaede. Like, you can't tell me that's not Kaede. Like,
Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock
fair.
the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on details of the game, it is no mistake that Girl E, who's waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then, what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? Guess I need to clear that first.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall.
Right.
Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the
Right.
girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she
No,
able
that's
to get
in the
past
base.
those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway!
Hidden passageway.
Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
What Girl E did after the murder in the music room, I need to find the clue that clarified that.
After she killed the
Yeah, it's
first
gonna work
victim in the
pause,
music room,
or base, or whatever.
what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
No, that's wrong! First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window.
But should you really hear a vase breaking from
It was the
different
sound of
floor
the
in a
vase
school?
breaking. Well,
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she
How would
locked
you
the
hear a
music
vase
room
from
the
not the
hallway,
window, though?
returned the key to
Oh.
the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. If we were told we can't advance as long as you don't make that clear, then I have to do it. I'll do it. What do you think the weapon was? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you regarding white noise in non-stop debates. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable. You won't always destroy them one shot. durable white noise will chip away each time you shoot them with the silencer. But unless you completely destroy them, your time will not be replenished. By the way, if your difficulty is set to general, white noise don't appear at all, so you get the gist, right? It appears the debate is going to get tougher, so I'm going to take some very useful information. There's a guy named Gun something. Apparently it's a skill that can increase the power of a silencer. Gun something. Oh, here it is. Was that a line just now? Well then, feel like that line? Okay then.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Nope.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
I'd agree with that.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal
I mean, technically she
chaos.
could have bashed her head in
It's
on
on
the
that
piano.
big a scale, too?
You know, moving her
How about
actual
beating
head
her with
rather than...
gravel instead?
If it's a
Gravel
weapon that was
isn't
used to
too
beat them
small.
to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
An unconventional weapon. Apparently it appeared in the game, but...
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Because I would guess she was
Isn't
wearing
the cause of death a blow to the head?
Well, no, she was wearing a
Then she
swimsuit, right?
attacked her with the fish tank.
Because
That's
I mean,
too
it'd be
big to be a
obvious if,
weapon.
you know, there's blood on you,
Then the piano.
and you're leaving in a bloody swimsuit,
Why
even
are
though
you
you got
going
changed,
even
whatnot.
bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I agree with that. I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
Yeah, by just bundling gravel in the swimsuit, but...
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there.
Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
Hat? What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the ace attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
I don't know about that. I mean, he brought in a bird as evidence in the freaking class trial. We had an updated autopsy report. I don't think the ace attorney would be that astonished by this
For
idea.
the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school
I
swimsuit to
never
be stolen.
saw that pervert guy, so he probably doesn't even exist.
And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now.
Right.
Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
Right.
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
It's okay, I made sure to throw it away.
Apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed
Right.
by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And From there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
What do you mean you understand that?
And that's pretty scary.
But Girl
I know.
E was also killed by someone on the 4th day, or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Ah, it's pretty obvious. Well, Fuyuhiko. I like how it could only be that guy, and you got girl, Monokuma.
I see!
It should have been Guy F.
Bitch, what the hell did you my little sister? I will never
A
forgive her.
scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is...
What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
I'm terribly sorry, but
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were like totally stolen.
Which means there were some 2 murders in Hope Street
even if I
Academy.
don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl
All right,
and
then.
Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
No, the game and Mahiru's death are probably related. In actuality, there's an important share point with Girl E and Mahiru's murder, which is going to be the metal baseball bat.
I can prove it with this! I'm not sure the 2 events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious. But don't you think that'd be too obvious?
Yeah, we haven't reached the midway point of the trial.
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Kyoko?
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
Alright then. Well, it's going to be footprints on the beach.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
She
Why do
started
you doubt
crying, she's
Yoko?
obviously faking it. Yes.
Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house,
Did
the scene
run
of the crime.
away. Yeah?
But I didn't go to the beach house!
Didn't
I was
go.
pushing Mr. Ants all day!
So is it... Well, I mean, it's going to be the footprints. Okay.
What are you
I was
saying,
thinking
you
maybe with a
four-eyed
picture of her
troll?
running away, but that's just testimony.
Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hyoko? Do you know where Hyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
Yep.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
Oh no.
No,
Yes.
that's wrong!
Okay.
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't.
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are.
They're
Decide
footprints.
that based on ugliness?
Huh. They're not Hyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was in?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left. Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hyoko?
Ah! I remember now! I remember when I went to the beach house!
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
People
Yeah.
who call other people liars are usually liars themselves.
Also
If
true.
you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying?
Prove
There's
that I'm
no way
lying.
a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
I mean, you just gave the game away, but let's prove it. Oh, the letter on my hero, yeah. Or Mart, or whatever her name
I
is.
did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots?
Hyoko said she never saw my hero, but is that really true?
I did go to the beach house,
Yeah, it's me a letter. Okay.
but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her?
Is it really not?
Damn it!
I did go to the
Okay.
beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with
Only during my
Mahiru.
morning walk? Hold on. I'm gonna guess the word morning and 2:30 is part of the contradiction of lies,
beach
so I
house?
feel like
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of
I guess
idiots?
it's just even saw her, not never even.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk.
No, that's wrong!
Yeah, okay.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
I was gonna tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put it in your mailbox. After we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try to see each other for a while. It'd be bad if they start expecting us for no reason. Kyoko.
That letter! It's the one Mahiro had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
Huh?
Me and
Yeah, she
Hajime
did run
met up
away.
at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
See. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed here.
I feel like it wouldn't take an hour to commit a murder and run away.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
I'm thinking well, no. Well, because she was in a storage room because her gummy's there.
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously, I don't know. I didn't even write that letter. I'm telling the truth. I really don't know. Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
No place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding is probably that place, right? Pause it.
Here! The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko,
Indeed.
your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
We have presented the proof. My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out.
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap! Who's someone? Whose trap is it? It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe?
No, we're not putting another serial killer in this game.
There was a suspicious
No.
mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hiyoko. That mask belongs
No.
to Sparkling Justice.
Huh?
No.
Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island, which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru!
Why, you? If you continue to say such foolish things,
Please do.
I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your head! Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
It's true that Kyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. I can't but feel like we're being directed by someone. Trash can?
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Kyoko is
Well,
the
no, it can't be
sinner who
trash can
killed
yet.
Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
Trap.
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy!
I would
You
agree
waited
with
for your
that.
chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints!
It looks like everyone doubts Hayako. Is that really okay?
I shall render my verdict upon this
That's not
mystery's
helpful at all.
conclusion. Kyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet?
Gummy bag? Strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. Was gummy knock me any of those flavors? Like, looking at that package, there's red, green, orange. I don't see any purple, but like, grape's purple. Could melon really be yellow? I mean, some melon. What flavor is melon? I'd assume watermelon, but... Like, if it gave me a flavor here, then I can see a contradiction, but since it doesn't, I don't think that can be a contradiction yet.
So that's when you dropped the gummy!
But killers, wait, why would why would she even be in that room? No, Killer Skipper's not even... Okay, don't even worry about that.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru.
Trash can footprints in the
And
beach.
afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints!
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Kyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
It's gotta be the gummy.
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet?
Yeah.
So that's when you drop the gummy.
Hide in the closet, drop the
You
gummy.
waited for your chance to
And
kill
the
Mommy.
gummy's not gonna work here.
And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints!
You can't talk to Ray. Okay. Well, I might as well take a shot at it.
I shall render my
somewhere rather
verdict
than
upon this
reading
mystery's
through this over and
conclusion.
over again.
Hiyoko is the sinner
Close the
who
trash
killed
can.
Mahiru!
Bunch of empty plastic bottles, not relevant yet. If it is a trap, then the gummy would work, but that's a contradiction statement, so it's not going to be that.
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you drop the gummy.
No.
Damn it!
Unless it could be the bag itself.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion.
Well, yeah.
Hiyoko is the
it would be
sinner
bag
who
itself
killed
over the gummy.
Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you drop the gummy.
No, that's wrong.
There we go.
About that gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
What?
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy. See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid! I'm not done backing you into a corner yet!
Alright.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet! There's still a huge piece of evidence left!
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her, we have the evidence we
She
need.
died instantly.
That's wrong! I left those footprints during my morning walk!
We're not done with Hiyoko yet! There's still a huge piece of evidence left!
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength.
No, that's wrong.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death?
According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
Not the kind of throw you'll make at a murder trial, but oh well.
I'm sorry.
Fuyuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Right, because her body was dragged.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
That is a
Just
really good
ask
question.
Kyoko. She's the killer after all.
I don't think she could lift. Mahiro, to be honest.
That's not true! Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled the body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Right, and she can't
When I saw
undo her
she was-
moto.
She was clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me!
No.
We haven't decided that yet!
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Shower room, I'm gonna guess?
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of. If Mahiru didn't block it, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Allow me to cut through those words. Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
Hiyoko took her clothes off before committing murder. No, it's possible. Well, she can't get dressed by herself. She wasn't wearing clothes at all. Yes.
I see.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono straps by myself.
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell. It only smelled a little. Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place? Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
You're getting there. You're getting to the solution.
'Cause if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
That actually sounds pretty cool!
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer? Yeah, seems like it. See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. 'Cause Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her! Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, pig barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die!
All right, then.
I'm sorry for being pig barf!
More importantly, Fiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. He gets so worked up and accusing Hyoko of being suspicious. Could it be, does he actually have something else in
Hyoko.
mind?
Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Yeah, and I assume she solved that body and
Like
ran away.
I said, it was a trap!
Yeah, I got that already, so can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
She never talked to me at all. I mean, I was surprised. I didn't expect you to ask so much. Such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
I was gonna tell you first, but couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. As discussed earlier, is it okay to change the place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. This time, the time is still the same at 2 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it secret. Until then, let's try to see each other for a while. It'd be bad if they start suspecting us for no reason. My hero. Okay.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
Huh? The letter that Hyoko had, doesn't it clearly contradict with the other letter that she gave her? Where is it? Yeah.
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
But discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at
Mahiru's
2:30
letter
p.m.
said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hyoko's letter,
Yeah, it's 2 p.m.
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
it's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing?
Hyoko, since you wrote it, what do you... Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
It's safe to say a letter was forged by a killer, but which letter did the killer forge? Well, it's written in the same font, so that's not going to tell me anything. Which letter did the killer forge? It's gotta be both of them, right? I mean, it's the exact same letter. It's just the name's different. The signatures are different fonts, but outside that, everything is the exact same. I'm gonna say both letters.
I see!
Okay.
The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterwards. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something.
Medicine?
Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I was scared.
Okay.
It was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but... The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer. That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
I've just noticed that Teruteru's ex is a knife and a fork.
Is it really okay to believe her
nice.
so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to
he's not wrong.
survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray, and you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying!
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yup, yup. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want. Hey. What? He's sleeping!
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
The bitter truth. That may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do now is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. And there's the intermission. Cool.
Well now,
Now the class trial has reached its climax. I'd like to have the answer right here, right now. You're gonna spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll be shocked. They'll all feel despair. You can't. That's a serious. That's a big no-no. What's wrong right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So, without further ado, the answer is... you can't! Please close your eyes and cover your
you
ears.
say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
Nanu? What are you talking about? But somehow it feels wrong to me. Alright. Yeah, sure, it's our progress. Might as well.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that! I can't do anything! How annoying! But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
I feel like
Just
you wouldn't
as I
notice, but...
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? If so, we prepared the perfect product for you. It will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mystery and mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. During the logic dive, you'll control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. You can move sideways with the left stick and exert the A button. Press the B button to brake and the Y button to jump. There are various obstacles you'll encounter as you progress through the course, so make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach your goal. On our journey, you'll take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Upon reaching a certain goal, there'll be a branch question in the course. These answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branch questions will also appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I highly recommend that you make good use of the brake. That's my mental advice to you. If you press the menu button during the logic dive, you can read the controls. Well then, go and have fun. She's right. This might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Yoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll find the answer. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Oh boy. God, what is this? Oh no, okay. Question 1. When did the killer arrive at the beach house? I'm gonna say before Hiyoko arrived. Because they had to poison her. Or, you know. Not poison her, but you know what I mean. Drug her. Question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? I'm gonna say before Hiyoko left, if she couldn't find him. Or couldn't find her. Nope. Alright, so it's after. Ooh, that hurt. Question 3. Where was the killer hiding? The beach? Nope. It wasn't the beach house. Alright. Well, at least it feels like this minigame you can't actually fail.
It's all coming together! Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What, in the shower?
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good!
I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. The place where the killer was hiding, the place Hiyoko hasn't looked, is. Are you kidding me? On what planet? Oh. Are you gonna say inside the surfboard case?
Here!
Fuck off.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
If the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance, I can only think of one place, that's right. The place the killer was hiding inside the closet was the bloody surfboard case.
Here!
Honestly.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case? But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? 2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. Because we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kinda like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
I have literally no idea
Don't you
that
mean
means.
it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
Sure.
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right?
Right.
Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
I think they are if they come back.
Yeah,
to killing,
that's
right?
true, but, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez! You're pretty annoying for noticing something like that! I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine! You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Right, because I believe that 3 or more killer rule, or 3 or more people rule, would include the killer if the killer came back to the crime scene with other people. I believe this is how it worked in the first game with the double murder there with, I forget their names, Mondo and, the Ultimate Hall Monitor.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
That is actually a good point, because you got,
Nothing.
well,
I
he's
just
gonna
thought it
explain
was somewhat
I'll explain it.
strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hyoko ran away, the
I guess
killer
not.
got
Anyways,
to enjoy
me,
the simple life of destroying evidence.
Hikaru, or whatever her name is, the mechanic guy, and then a third person, a
However,
third mysterious person.
before we proceed any
That's not the
further,
killer.
there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Now then, I shall explain you the final feature in the non-stop debates. From this point forward, you'll be able to use a truth flashback. If you hold down the Y button, the shape of the breaker will change. If you aim at the remark sweet spot and keep that in position, you'll be able to memorize it. The memorized phrase can be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change a different truth bullet, it'll disappear from the truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or mistake in your available truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use it to make a case. When's the best time to use a flashback? We should do your best, you also have trust in wits, don't want you? By the way, you'll not be able to agree with anyone using a truth flashback. Please remember this is only effective when refuting points. Well, good luck and have fun. Alright, so give me that Monokuma file. Oh, shower room. Close enough.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
If I use that person's opinion, I'm able to break through the contradiction.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible. No,
there we
that's
go.
wrong!
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Well, it's going to be the bottles. The drinks out of the refrigerator.
I see!
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
In theory, then, that's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
trash can.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try think one bottle drink wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood. It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try think one bottle drink wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
What button is it? A? Okay.
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator. There were only flavored drinks with colored dyes. The blood will come off in your body. It will leave an aromatic smell, too. Especially if you use the water.
Aromatic smell?
That alone would raise suspicion. Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut through those words! There were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Huh? You should have said so sooner. Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of a shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Yes. Hello, Buki. Oh, she's great. Now think about it. If they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, that person would be...
who the killer is.
Yep, and I commented on pretty instantly before I realized...
See? Just as I thought.
That she would be the killer. So I was making a joke that, like...
Hold on.
Well, obviously you're not gonna bring
You know who the
blood.
killer is?
You're not gonna be bloodied.
Is that true?
Let me
You're not gonna
ask,
come, you know,
who might
to the
that
diner whilst being fully bloodied. You're gonna clean yourself off with water. And then she came in, just soaked with water. And... yeah.
You're the only one! Heko. Is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Patrick, Kazuchi, why are you two here? Hey. Oh, hey, aren't you breathing a little heavy? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Which, why not just go swimming at that rate? Because that would clear off all the blood off you. So I guess there'd be blood in the water.
Don't just stay silent! Say something!
Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming!
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
It's just coincidence to pass by a diner. I didn't pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during this time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer! We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house!
True, but
Mention it. You're right.
The roadside door was blocked, and if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up,
you know the
Fuyuhiko?
answer to that, Fuyuhiko.
You're not the suspect. Peko is.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
Huh?
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Yeah, it'd be unsolvable if, logical people were committing this murder.
If
Luckily,
Peko is the killer,
they weren't.
then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
The killer escape route. I think I might know what it is. In fact, the only possible thing I can think of is that opening.
I see!
If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... Well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
Yeah, well, you and what investigation?
But what if...
Like, you weren't ever at the beach house, right? According to your story? But you know how high that window is.
She might have
Weird.
reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
Children is not allowed. Let us coexist with this island's bountiful nature and mutual prosperity.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Jesus.
No! Please don't be violent.
If the killer used an object to escape out the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So, the only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, folks think the object the killer used to escape out the window. Oh god, Hangman's Gambit. It does start with a B, okay. Book. No, okay, bookshelf. What M? It's not an M. I like the O there, that makes sense. No. down, right? For bamboo? Oh boy, I do not like this minigame at all. Bamboo what? Let's try an S, why not? It is an S. Bamboo... It's not an O. It's not an M. It's not an R. Sword. Bamboo sword. Well... Okay.
I got it!
Peko, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right? If I recall correctly, you had it then too. Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily! Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
I mean, makes sense.
Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well,
I'm sure.
it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
Now then, the time has come once again for the worst minigame in the game. Panic Talk Action. Let's talk about Fever Time and Nega Time. From this point on, you will use Fever Time by pressing the right bumper during PTA. Fever Time is activated, the tempo will push to the max. But that's not all. You won't be able to miss during Fever Time either. By pressing the A button when occupable, you can destroy your opponent's verbal assault. But only using your focus gauge. But only until your focus gauge runs out. So make sure to use the best time possible. Of course, you're not doing that. So, there's something called Nega Time that your opponent can use too. If your opponent activates Nega Time, your temp marker will disappear, making it quite difficult to press the buttons to the rhythm. So in that case, please time the rhythm, not with your eyes, but with your ears and your passionate heart. If you cannot clear it, you can always change the difficulty setting. I'm not going to tell them that they'll have to redo the class trial for the entire chapter if they do that. Hehehehe. Well, think about it, not
Hold
fun.
on a sec, you bastard!
Kind of figure this much.
You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the
I
fucking
figured out
window?
the first time we did that.
Then what about the sword?
PTA.
It would have been left in the shower room, and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Not necessarily. Fuyuhiko, why are you... Alright. This will be fun.
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off!
Wow, you know the controls is just a lot easier.
Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Bamboo sword bag.
This is the end! If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword bag.
I'd love to
When
know
she
how.
leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword back to it.
Oh, okay. No, fair enough.
And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan. Oh, you just back off!
Is it true? Did you really kill
Hold on! You're just making assumptions! You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof! Got it, you bastard?
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
She admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's Mahiru's killer, right? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko
Among
just defended
flowers,
it so freely.
the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
Huh?
Justice?
Shit.
In order to protect the justice of this world. I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill.
She is the serial
For
killer.
the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
We have another serial
Justice
killer.
is what makes humans
Granted, she's
human.
dead now, but
It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother.
Hello! Earth to Peko!
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that.
It's fine, just stop it!
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
Could she be?
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil. Justice complete!
center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice! Now then, let's execute justice!
What?
Don't ask.
What the fuck?
Pekka, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
What's going on? What's this chill?
Pecco finally snapped! Everyone, please be careful! Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... but...
Huh? An ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask!
This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
Again, just don't ask. What? What the heck is this? Pecco's the killer. Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events.
Adam Monokuma. That's the correct response to this.
Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
It's the reading rainbow.
This again?
I know.
Sleepwalking?
So what's your answer to my previous question?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then, the reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice, of course. In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
Pecco, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Oh, I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce
Please.
already!
Please. End it? He's right. We need to end this already. The killer, in the end, there's no mistake. That's Pecco
Let's
all
go over
along.
this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Do I have to? Do the comic? I don't want to. So that's me here talking to someone. That looks the exact same photo there, so it's not going to be that one. Probably nothing here yet. I would agree with that. mask, right? Okay. Yoko left the biggest evidence, that's not it. In the closet after Yoko ran away. It's gonna be a gummy. Just start tying the story together. Okay. What else we got here? Oh, the evidence. This is gonna be the footsteps. Where should I hide? The killer holds a metal bat and... That's me earlier. Or well, that's literally there, so that's not it. I'd say this. Okay. Okay. Plain evidence. Okay. Let's run and tear, which is that one, so we don't need that. Alright, last stock, alright. So what do we have left here? Hero Met. Yeah, Hyoko wakes up. I get, wait. Seems Hyoko made a promise to someone. There we go. Okay. The first one you found the body was, would be her waking up, I guess? I mean, it's gotta be.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Easy enough.
The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said. and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card. That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route, the small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Heko Pekoyama?
Alright.
I see. What of it?
She's like totally cool with it.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on. In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world?
Well, there was the most tragic, most awful, most horrible event in human history that's already occurred. So I don't think you're doing a very good job.
Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice. Hurry and carry on justice.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed!
For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
Sacrifices?
I love how Monokuma is still sitting over
Don't
there.
worry.
That's awesome.
The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore! Let's vote already and execute her! However, before we do that...
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
He finally woke up.
I've heard your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares?
Yes.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Yay! Woo! Trial class end.
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time?
We just voted.
Pardon me. Can we have a little bit more time? Please
We've
let us
literally
continue our
voted
discussion.
and figured out who did it. It's over.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange.
Strange?
Huh?
What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer.
That is true. However,
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Petco is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
Gonna guess this is more
that makes
about
her an enthusiast.
Fuyuhiko.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Petco, right?
Distinct difference?
Is there?
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
Justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice!
What the heck was that? That's Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase? I read it in a magazine in the library. There has only been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried oh, okay. I see, so that's what it was. I mean... Yeah, nationality, sure.
I see! That's right. According to what Sonia said,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
If she had it translated, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish.
Why Spanish?
So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
What?!
Yes, Ibuki. Add those emojis. I always thought I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country. But that wasn't the case,
Peko,
so...
you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Will you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However,
Oh, so you're not a serial killer?
It's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Uh-huh? Looks like she's back to normal?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
The body discovery now.
See!
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
So, what about this time? Is it including the killer or not? Jeez, fine. Can we say it, Art? Say it? It doesn't include the killer's time, okay? All done.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us one person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, that's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
You're the only one! Is it Fuyuhiko?
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
No. The events that occurred in that game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that too. This, right? It's gotta be. No! Isn't that the murder case in Twilight Syndrome proof since it's based on actual events? No, the events incurred in that game ship definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that. Crime scene photo? The ending prize, maybe?
I can prove it with this!
Okay.
I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. Photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first will receive the ending prize.
Hey, what's that envelope? What's inside? Shut up! What makes you think you have any right to question me?
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? 'Cause Peko is the killer, right? But nobody voted!
That's why I told you. You're all too late.
Well, it doesn't matter. You did the killing. That's all that matters.
I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
It means I'm not the killer.
I mean, you did the killing.
The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem.
No, it's not.
Peko's allegation holds up. That means our vote was incorrect.
She did the killing. She's the murderer.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Peko be a tool in the first place? Peko is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
What the hell?
All right.
I'm in a bind, and what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Oh, I thought we were actually on a big commercial break. Although there's some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mahiro Uzami is... Hold on a sec.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh wait, sorry, just hesitating. There's no way to hesitate. No matter you look at, Pecco's the killer.
Hey,
Why?
hey!
Why? Well, it's obvious. You're not a tool, you're a freaking human being. If I'm a human being, then I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying,
You just
you're
don't
wrong.
know.
Because you just don't know. You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself only exist to be tools. What does she mean, Fuyiko? Pecco and I grew up together. Ah, you two were childhood friends then? It's just completely different from that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kuziku clan took me in. They gave me a reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property. Property, you say? It means she's a hitman, arranged by my clan to work directly under me.
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword. That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
That is...
But that is... you're wrong. You're not a tool, Pecco. Because if you're a tool, then what was all the time we spent
Nothing.
together?
Huh?
I was ordered by Master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with all of you. What? Our professional relationship does not exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived at this island, this is what my young master ordered me to do. This is why you were hiding your relationship, you mean? It's not as if the moment that started the moment we arrived at this island. Before that, my young master always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his
I
household.
am nothing but a tool.
No matter what I am told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it's only natural for me to act as his tool. Then, the one who tried to kill Mahiro wasn't you, it was...
Damn it.
Fuyiko? It is what it is. Even when I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs. Damn it, I don't understand. Why is sister in these photos? And she's covered in blood. What does that mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't remember that my sister's dead? You try to confirm with Mahiro, and that's why you want to talk to her. Yeah, I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond, but she didn't reply back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too. I'm pretty sure Mahiro was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played that game, we didn't even know that this incident had happened. That's why, even if we were told that we were connected to it, there's no way we accept it. You know, when Mahiro spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned about this.
Aww.
Haha, sorry. I kept plans to go to the beach with everyone. Wait, huh? You're not gonna go, Mahiro? If you want to talk about it there, it'll be fine. It's pretty important. So, you know, it'd be troubling to all the others. You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own. So I want to talk to someone to think about it with me. If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
That doesn't sound serious. I can't smell plans for you. No, that's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow.
Oh.
She wants to discuss how to make amends, but Hyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too. But it was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyiko? If you could make use of their plans to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mahiro into the trap, right? By calling both of them to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on
What the-
Yoko. Seriously, what the heck? An eye for an eye. That's the world we live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of the same person here, I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right? My young master thought of a plan and executed it. If I want to use a Basmer weapon because in the game, that's what was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person's death was the same way my sister was killed, just didn't even make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could avenge my sister. So that's why you killed me here with the bat. But still, I believed her until the very last moment. That game was just working fiction. But even so, that bitch.
Hey,
Hey, if that game's actually real, are you the one who killed Girlie?
You?
Hey, I don't want to hear about that. The fact your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but you shouldn't have killed
Shut
that
the
girl.
hell up!
Who cares about that? Just answer me. Why do you know about
what
that
are you
game?
saying?
You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong.
Jeez.
Let me be honest. This whole time I was acting like a coward. Even after I called Mihiru, I was still trying to find an excuse to not go through the plan. But after what she said to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But that moment, young master called for me and made me kill Mihiru.
Young master, I am finished.
What?
You! Are you saying that you killed because you were ordered to? A tool is not defined by its will, but its actions. I don't get this at all. Oh, of course you understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. Some pretend to understand, and pretend to be understood. Hey, you're annoying.
Yes,
Just be
indeed.
quiet. Okay, dokie, I'll be quiet. Afterwards, just as my master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I was considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make you the serial killer story. So you insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes? So we fell for it. We all fell for a trick all along. That's right. You guys made the wrong decision. You voted me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that my young master was the
obviously
killer.
wrong.
Hold on. Don't act like our loss isn't decided yet. No, it should be decided.
This
our
is
Monokuma.
troubling.
I'll admit, all the stuff about Pekko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach from various angles, it makes sense to think he's the true killer. Hold on, I'm telling you, hold on. I see. So for Pekko, if we go himself, he's your true hope then. On his behalf, you killed Mihiru, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so you can protect him. You would go that far because he's your one and only hope. I have no hope. I'm just a tool. Well, even if I ask her, she's probably just played dumb anyway. So, I'm gonna ask someone else. Hey, Fuigo, what do you think?
Hey.
About what? Is Pekko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surveying by sacrificing Pekko and the rest of us. Is that your hope?
Hold on.
Why is he use fast or something like that? selfish request, but
And
please forgive my young
do
master.
not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Oh, don't worry, there'll be 3 more. Of course. Go. That will do, Monokuma.
I will
Why you start
never
already?
feel despair.
Just so you know, I will never feel despair. As long as I'm a tool, I am fully prepared to
So
die.
cool!
But will you maintain the composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always should choose despair in the end. Now then, let's begin!
Master Fuyuhiko.
Please permit me to make one final
So.
selfish request. Didn't I tell you stop calling me young master?
Remember.
The tool, Peko Pekiyama, who was used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remembered that. That is it. How times do you have to keep? I don't need any tools. You did say that. Now then, let's begin. The punchtime's brewing with despair. Why don't you
Thrills,
get it yet?
chills, kills!
This time for the ultimate swordswoman, Peko Pekiyame. Stay by my side all this time.
Now
Why don't
then,
you get
I
it?
prepared a very special punishment!
I
Never needed a sword or a shield.
never needed a tool. So you didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
That master.
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids!
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Punishment time!
Please, Peko. Don't go! I need you! Don't leave me!
Young master.
One-woman army. Nico? This is bad. This should be allowed. People died so easily. They fall like dominoes. You bastard. Why is this? This can't be. This is a lie, right? Peko? Fuyuhiko?
Such a waste.
For heaven's sake. This is just the worst, jeez. What a waste. This conclusion, what a waste. This is why she should have just discussed it with me. This was to be a clash between two hopes, and it was crushed into something so palatable. So, you're still talking about that? What the hell's wrong with you? Are you pissed that two of your friends got killed? I am pissed. Even I feel sad and hopeless.
Isn't that right?
Still, it's all right. This despair is worthless. Even this despair is just a the ladder to a bright, shiny future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? You must have some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be remind me of him. I don't really understand what you're saying. Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't even be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's just your future. How much longer are you planning on saying such stupid things? Don't you understand me? Even Fuyiko died, you know? Not yet. He's still alive.
Everyone!
Fuyuhiko is still alive. Fuyuhiko! Frantically rush over Fuyuhiko's side.
He's still breathing.
Is he gonna be okay?
Do something! Hey! You need to save him! Hey!
I'm trying! But his blood, he won't stop bleeding out! His pulse is getting weaker!
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
You're
Sir,
so
right.
stupid!
Were you filled with hope and thought of saving yourself? That's why you ended up like that.
Brother!
What are you saying so laid back about? You need a
I
way to save him.
don't believe it!
It's a prize
What
order.
the heck?
What do I have to do to burn my precious calories to save it? Some
That's
Yakuza
wrong!
scum. It's just your duty to save him.
Hey!
Because it's written in the school trip rules. Yeah, if a black is exposed, they alone will be executed. If the black is executed, then Fuyiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed. Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now, but since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless. But you should be able to do it.
Unbelievable.
Fine. Guess I've got no choice. There's no violating a rule, even if it's me. Fine then, I'll save him.
Like...
Hey, I was actually gonna do that all along, so I'm prepared for this. Huh? Prepared? And that's what happened. A siren began ringing from out of nowhere, and it gradually grew closer and closer.
An ambulance?
Just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood!
Dr. Killgood, you've already killed your patient!
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat! So, I'll see you later!
After he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyiko vanished from our sight. Is it really gonna be okay to leave this to Monokuma? It can't be helped. It's not like this was any other way. He's gonna be fine. He's probably gonna get better and come back to us again. You're right. He's definitely gonna come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. Then all we can do is wait. Why do we wait for him? I mean, he caused my hero's death, you know? We must put that aside since Petco has already been punished, or else we will not be able to advance forward. There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There is no other way than to move forward, like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
Damn it!
I guess. Things are exciting for a shitster like him ain't around. I didn't really realize, but I was wishing for that too. From the bottom of my heart, I really want to return. Fuyuhiko. I don't want anyone else to be sacrificed. And so, the class trial ended. But we still can't see the real ending that we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will happen to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I cannot see our future, not even a speck. As if we're in a boat, floating unreliably in a vast dark sea. We're just left there alone. Only one word could explain our situation. Despair. We cannot find a more suitable word than that.
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too? 4 people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore. Whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown reaches 0, that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair. And the continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That cannot be allowed! We must prevent that by any means necessary. Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any means. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
And there we go. That is the end of Chapter 2.
Danganronpa.
Oh, cool, we got our sword. Black Dragon Blade, okay. Alright, but yeah, I'll see you guys next episode. We'll go on with Chapter 3. But yeah, until next time, peace.